I am using this strategy to help grow around 50 plus accounts. Some of these accounts are seeing 300 plus new targeted followers every single week. The strategy I use on the accounts that I manage is very similar to the follow unfollow strategy. So let's get right into it. I'm currently helping my clients grow by 300 all the way up to 1200 real and targeted followers every single month. If you're interested in learning more about my services and seeing if they are a good fit for you, shoot me an email. My email is down below. So let's talk about how targeted engagement, proactively targeting people and engaging with them actually works, and why people normally just do the follow actions, or that's why everyone always talks about the follow actions. So the way this works is you target people who are showing interest in other similar accounts, and then you engage with them to put your account in front of them. Then they will see your account, they'll see the notification, they'll check out your account, and then they can decide whether or not to follow you. There are a bunch of different ways to actually engage with people. There's following, liking, story viewing, DMing, commenting. Some of these work really well. Some of them take a lot of effort. Some of them take very little effort, and some of them get you better results. So the reason why everyone always talks about the follow actions is because they take minimal effort, but then they'll get you the best results. But they're not the only way that you can actually engage with people using this method. The comments and the DMs work really well as well, but they do take a little bit more time and effort to execute. When you use follow actions, you get somewhere between 5 and 30% follow back rate from the people you target and then engage with. Meaning that if you engage with around 100 people, around 5 to 30 of them will actually follow you back. Now it all comes down to the people you target and maybe your niche and your content, and we'll get into all of that later so that you know that you're going to get the best results from your efforts. So how can you make this strategy of proactively engaging with people work for you? First of all, I want to say don't spam people. Only really engage with people once so that you're not sending them a ton of different points of contact, and make sure that these people are actually going to be interested in your account and want to become part of the community that you are growing on Instagram. That's what you need to do to ensure you're not spamming people. And I'm going to get into how to actually target people so you are hitting people that will be interested, and the action limits that Instagram has in place to ensure that you're not just spamming people on the platform. So stick around for those. Also, having the follow and follow strategy work for you is equally as important as knowing why the follow and follow strategy doesn't work for most people. I'm going to cover that last in this video, and that part is going to be super important. The number one thing you need to do when you are doing this strategy is have good content and set up your profile to convert people into followers when they see it. So if you don't have good content when you reach out to people and then they see your profile, they're not going to follow you back. If your account just looks spammy, they're not going to follow you back. So you're going to put in all this effort and not get very good results. You also need to set up your bio to let people know that they're in the right place. Tell them what type of content you're going to be posting. Tell them what to expect from your profile. Your content is also going to show them what to expect from your profile, and this will ensure that they know they're in the right place. And if they know they're in the right place, then they'll actually follow you because they know what to expect, and they're going to want more of your content in their feed. The second thing you need to do is ensure that you're staying below the limits that Instagram has in place that determines whether engagement is genuine and you're actually trying to engage with people, or if you're just a spammer. But right now in 2022, the limits that Instagram has in place is 150 actions of any type. So 150 follow actions, 150 likes, 150 unfollow actions in a given day. So if you're just going to do the follows and then unfollows, once you warm up the account, you can get up to 150 max follow actions a day and 150 max unfollow actions a day. You do need to warm up the account. I would start with 20 actions of each day, and then slowly increase that by around 20 to 30 actions every day until you're up to the max amount of actions you can take every day. Now, Instagram also has a limit on how many actions you can take every hour. They only allow you to take around 30 actions every single hour. So make sure you're not going above that 30 actions per hour limit. So what you want to do is you want to take the 30 actions, whether they're follow or unfollow. Then you want to take a break for the rest of that hour. You're also going to want to mix in other browsing, normal looking actions. If Instagram just sees you doing the follow actions and the unfollow actions, they're going to think that you are spammy. They're going to think that the actions and the engagement is not genuine. So in between the actions that you take, you want to do stuff like normal browsing on the home feed, normal browsing on the explore page, to let Instagram know that you're a real human, you're not a bot doing these actions. And that will help you build a trust score with Instagram so that you can engage with the most amount of people and grow your account successfully. The third thing you need to do is target the right people. If you are a cooking account and you end up targeting people who have an interest in fashion. No one's gonna follow you back. It's also gonna be spammy. So the best strategy here is to look for other cooking accounts that would have an audience that's going to be interested in your content, and then look at the people who are interacting with their posts, so the people liking and commenting on their content, or just the people who are following them. A little side tip here: the best people to target are going to have anywhere from 1,000 followers up to 20,000 followers. They're also going to have high engagement, which tells you that their audience is active, which means that when you target their audience, they're likely going to be real and interested people who are going to be active on your account once they become your followers. Fourth thing to note is that when you go to unfollow people, you should be following them for at least 3 days is like the minimum. The longer you follow them, the better. And the point of unfollowing them, which you don't have to unfollow them if you don't want to, but the point of you unfollowing them is that the follow action was to get in front of them. Hopefully they saw your account, they like your content. That way, when you unfollow them, you're going to lose all the people who followed you just because you followed them. And you're going to keep all the people who actually like your content and want to keep seeing your content. So if you do lose some of the people that followed you when you do unfollow them, that's okay. They weren't interested in your content. They just wanted to follow you because you followed them back. The goal here is to find the people who are interested in your content and not just the people who are going to follow you because of reciprocation, because you followed them first. Thing number 5 that you should consider is that you should be refining your source accounts, the accounts that you're actually pulling the targeting from. So if you find a source account that isn't performing well, not many of their followers are following you back, stop using them as a source account and find another account to actually pull your targeting from. Once you find a source account that is getting you a high engagement rate, I like to find accounts that get it from 10% up to 30, maybe even 40% follow back rate. You want to double down on those and keep targeting the people who are interacting and following those accounts. Once you find the accounts that have the high follow back rate, that also means that these people are your ideal audience. You're targeting people who actually have an interest in your content, and then it also makes it so you're not spammy, because you know the people that you're targeting are actually interested and they do become followers of your account. Thing number 6 is that you should be communicating with your new followers. So when you get new followers, actually talk to them, create a relationship with them, build some kind of rapport, build your community. This is the goal here. This is the end goal, is to build your community. It'll also help it so that people don't unfollow you after like a little bit. Let's say they saw you follow, they follow you back, and then they'll unfollow later. But if you create that connection with them and you bring them into your community through your content, they're commenting on your post, engage with them, comment back, reply to their comments, and just engage with them, like some of their stuff, maybe DM them. This is a great way to actually build your community from the people you're getting in front of your account. The follow actions are just top of the funnel. You're going to try and get yourself in front of as many people as possible. But the key here to having a successful Instagram account is actually engaging with them and building a community, which is more bottom of the funnel. That way you can turn them into super fans who you can then monetize later by trying to sell stuff to. So if you're a business, you get all these people in front of your account, you engage with them, and then you can pitch them on your products and services. This is very similar to what I do on YouTube. My videos are meant to get in front of as many people as possible, and then I'll find the people who are actually interested in my services, and then I can create relationships with them, email them, and talk more about what their goals are and see if I can help them. There's some people who don't like the follow and follow method because they think that it doesn't help increase your engagement. So the problem here is that you're getting all these people in front of your account with the follow and follow method, which is great, but then you're not engaging with them, so they don't engage back. Now, I agree that is a huge problem, and if you're not engaging with people, your engagement rate might not go up. So here's a strategy for increasing your engagement. And I kind of talked about this before, but communicating to your new followers is the best way to create that relationship and get them to engage with your content. Now, you can like their content, you can comment on their content, you can reply to the comments that they leave on your content. All of these are great, but a lot of that takes a lot of time. The liking, the commenting, all that takes a good amount of time. So I have a really good strategy for how you can actually increase your engagement. It's kind of like an engagement hack. So here's the strategy. You record a selfie video with your phone. You make it look like you're sending it to just that one new person that followed you. You say, hey, thanks for the follow. Hope you've been liking the content. If you don't want to miss a thing from me, consider turning on post notifications by going to my profile and clicking the little bell icon. Once you have this video recorded, you can just send it out to all of your new followers that you gain. Now, this is a great strategy for a few reasons. One, it's really easy to do. You just record that one video and you can send it to everyone. Two, you're going to create rapport with them. They're going to love to see that you're a real person and you're engaging with them and you're trying to start a conversation with them. And 3, if you can get them to turn on those post notifications, they get notified every single time you post, and they'll see your post more often. They'll be more likely to engage with your new content. If you tried this strategy before, I'd love to hear how it worked for you down in the comments. And if you are going to do a proactive engagement strategy like this, I highly recommend you do something like this because it's easy and it'll help you increase your engagement. Now, why does the follow and follow not work for everyone? And why do people not like the follow and follow strategy? So when they think of the follow and follow strategy, they think of people just spamming out a ton of follows to everyone, praying that they actually follow back. So the things you need to avoid to not be spammy and to make sure that engagement is genuine is you need to engage with the right people. Make sure the people that you're engaging with are actually going to have an interest in your content and want to become part of the community that you're growing on Instagram. Part number 2 is that you shouldn't just be spamming out a ton of follows. Obey the limits that Instagram has in place so you're not considered spam. And 3 is to actually engage with the new people that you're gaining as followers, so that you're not just spamming out a ton of stuff, not caring about them, but you're actually trying to create relationships with them. Now, if you're taking 150 actions and you're getting a ton of followers and you can't create relationships with all of them, I would suggest toning down your actions, growing slower so that you can actually engage with all these people, bring them into your community and create relationships with them. This is gonna help you get in front of the people who are actually gonna become your super fans and your clients and are actually gonna help you make money and achieve your end goal from what you're actually trying to accomplish by growing your Instagram account. I hope you learned something new in this one. And if you wanna work together with me, again, my email is down below. Shoot me an email. Let's see if my services are a good fit for you. Bye-bye.